Today we're going to talk about waiting. The waiting season of life comes and goes many times, and it feels like every day is just the same, and it's just mundane and just boring. And what do we do when we're in this season of waiting, and what does God tell us to do in the season of waiting? Because right now, I'm in the season of waiting. I know that there's big things coming, but right now, every day is just boring. I think that God gives us this season of waiting for a reason, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about.
So, what has God taught me in this waiting season? It's been to cherish the time with myself, really get comfortable being alone, because I've always been surrounded by people. It's always been really hard for me to just kind of like step out of that and be alone and be comfortable in being alone. As followers of Christ, we need time alone with God because people are inconsistent and people are going to leave you. And at the end of the day, when you are alone at night in your bedroom, you and God, it's just you two. There are going to be times when you are alone. That's just inevitable. How do we be happy and content in those times and be comfortable in those times? I struggled for so long, always needing people, always needing something to do, because I was not comfortable just being alone for 5 minutes. Like, it was just super uncomfortable for me. And we need to grow in this because oh my gosh, Paige is right there. This is my best friend.
I'm dead.
What are you doing? God oftentimes gives us the things that we don't even know we should be asking for. Even if we ask for help, sometimes we don't actually know what we need help with, but God does. I think that that's a reminder to all of us that the things that happen to us are in God's plan and with His intentions. They're for a bigger purpose. There's a reason for the waiting. There's a reason for the pain. There's a reason for everything. And there's no such thing as coincidences. The real question is, what do we do when we're in this season of waiting, told that we should... When we're in this season of waiting, God's trying to teach us something. If we have questions, we should be asking Him. In James 1:5, it says, "If any of you need wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. God is generous and won't correct you for asking." Don't be afraid to ask God questions of why you're in this season, because He will show it to you. You're not going to hear a voice pour down from heaven and be like, "Maddie, you are going through this time of waiting because of this reason." It takes a while for you to understand why you're going through that season or for your questions to be answered. But by talking to Him, you're trusting Him, and that's what He wants. When our lives are so cluttered with all this other stuff, we can make the excuse that we don't have time to open our Bibles, we don't have time to build a relationship with God. We have time to go to the gym, get our nails done, make Spotify playlists. We can spend 5 minutes a day going on the Bible app, a 5-minute devotion. I always wanted a relationship with God, or I always envied the people that had this amazing relationship with God. I didn't understand why I didn't have that. It was literally because I didn't spend the time to create that relationship. Months has been me journaling my mind out and reading the Bible as much as I can in the time that I've been given. You're not gonna just become best friends with someone by thinking about their name. You have to literally read about them, how much they care about you. We need to figure out who God is so that we can lean on Him when things are stationary. It's so much more than just waiting time of your life. It's a time that God wants you to build a relationship with Him. He's just sitting there, always sitting there, just waiting for you. What are we doing? Doing stupid stuff. He's waiting for us all the time. Why didn't I see that? But without reading the text, you don't know that He's waiting for you. It's so amazing we have this text. We have all these resources and podcasts because it is complicated. There's still times I read my Bible, I'm like, what the heck does this mean? How does this have anything to do with my life? So basically, if you're in a season of waiting, God's waiting for you to realize that He's there. Take the glasses off of all the crap and the clutter. Be like, okay, God, what do you want to teach me? All your questions, pour it on Him, and I promise you He can handle it. Trust the fact that this is just a season. It is not a lifetime of waiting. We all go through seasons, and God wants to find you. He loves you, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys on the next video.